All right, so this is the starting point. I will be removing these bits. I think using drill may not be the best idea because it can definitely damage the motherboard, so please be extra careful. Alright, so I have taken it out. Now the back plane, since this particular cabinet does not have any support for the back plane, it has been fallen out, so I'll have to pick it up, or I'll try to align it using a tiny screwdriver if I can find one. Let me just align by taking this off. So these are the practical difficulties you will face if you're using a cabinet with nothing at the bottom. So it's good to replace the back plates, but of course it will make the back plate fall off as well. I have to put some padding there. Trying to find things which I can put. Okay, this is good. This one will definitely serve a purpose. Okay, just hold it. Baby, don't fall off. All right, so now the back plate is in place. So now I can take this block. Now I don't think I have any place to actually install this in this cabinet except for the top, the panel, the side panel. So there I can install. Now the heatsink compound is definitely here, so I think I'll still let this or let me just clean the processor. Give me a moment. Alright, so I have cleaned this up. I do see some scratches here. I don't know from where it has come. So this is obviously a OEM tray processor, and as we all know, most of these are probably used ones which we get from the market. So yeah, I do see some scratches here, which is not good for thermal dissipation, because there will be some micro gaps there, which should be okay with the heatsink compound, but may not be the best thing when you are overclocking it. So I've already overclocked this processor to 4.2 gigahertz. So I'll be testing it after installing this water block. I think I can orient it any way I want, so I'll probably do it this way and put the water block outside, because I don't see any other way to do so. So one thing I can do is, like, I have this outer panel, the side panel, with some fan mounts, so I think I can install this on this panel. I'll check, but if I do so, I'll have to keep the panel closed, which I don't want while testing it, but yeah, I'll have to see. Okay, so I think this should be the best way. Install it. First let me get that bracket because I don't want to disturb the heatsink compound. Okay, so I have the bracket. I will be installing it this way, like this. Okay, so I think this water block don't have sufficient hose length for me to maneuver, so I'll do it like this. Okay, so I can install it like this. Okay, so pour in the original back plate. I have to hold it like this, take out the screws. So slightly clumsy, please forgive me, I'm doing this for the first time. First screw, I'll probably take them out here. Okay, so the first one, install here. I'll have to see which holes I need to align, the internal inside one or outside one. I think these should be the outside ones. Probably need to put all of them here. No, I think these should go inside. Check. So these are the practical difficulties. These spring mounts are quite tight, so I think I'll have to do it slowly screwing them. You can easily scratch the motherboard, so please be careful while doing so. Let me fetch my headlights.